All right, fellas, I am officially back, and today I want to make a quick video about you as a young man, especially kind of 16 to 25, that age range. This video is for you on how to become an absolute killer, an absolute machine, and how to put together that dream life you've always wanted. So when you're young, you are blessed. I'm 18 right now. You are blessed with this kind of level of invincibility. You are super strong, unlimited energy, and a lot of young men, they don't harness this and they live these really dull lives, and truly they just never get to see the potential that they actually have. You know, I see guys my age and they're like fat or super skinny, and I'm like, if you could know how I feel for one day, if you could walk around being me for one day, you would never be fat again. It's the best thing ever. So how do you become an absolute machine, an absolute killer when you're young? How do you live this crazy masculine lifestyle and become invincible and literally become Batman? I promise you, I walk around every day and I literally think I'm Batman. So I'm gonna tell you how to do that. The first thing is do more hell yeah activities. You gotta be kind of crazy. You gotta just add these things to your life that are gonna bring you stories, bring you this kind of crazy excitement. Things like, I don't know, run a marathon out of nowhere, go to the gym on your rest days, drink an entire bottle of whiskey, wake up the next day, 6 a.m., go to the gym. These things that in your mind, you're like, hell yeah, you just do those things. You need the people around you to kind of think you're a bit crazy because you're just like a bit ecstatic and a bit mysterious, and you just do kind of crazy things. Literally, like, have 4 girlfriends, grab more money than you can afford to lose, put on your best collared shirt, go to the casino and walk into the high limit room and play blackjack, lose it all, pretend like you don't even care. You got to be kind of crazy, do these things, and you have to have this self-image in your head, I'll talk about this a bit later, of you just being that guy. It sounds kind of cringe, but you need to just be the main character of your own life. You need to be that lucky guy that's a winner, you get things done, you pull things off. I use this as an example, but like this self-belief was really life-changing for me of being that guy. I use the example of, if my life depended on me grabbing a dice and rolling a 6, I'm the type of guy that would do that. You need to have that like almost arrogant, bit egotistical, kind of cringy self-belief of yourself that you are quite literally that guy. I find a lot of these self-improvement guys, their life seems so dull. Wake up at 5 a.m. and then cold shower, and then I do my work, and then I read a bit, and then I talk to nobody, and then I go to bed. You gotta, like, your life will feel so cool. You'll feel like a superhero if you just start adding these kind of crazy things that make you think, hell yeah. You got listen to Seek and Destroy by Metallica 45 times in one day. That's the kind of guy you got to be. So now to tone it down a bit, another part of this is constant learning. So if you do all these crazy things, you're going to learn a lot of stories. But I do think it's very important to kind of seek advice from people you want to be like, read a lot of books. And the other major factor is literally don't listen to people that you don't want to be like. Maybe your parents, no offense to them, they probably want you to go to university, live kind of what they think is a good life for you, but you need to be the main character of your own life. You need to live through that. So seek advice from people you want to be like. One of the best ways is books. I'm on the last chapter of this book, Psycho-Cybernetics. And I'll be honest, I can't say it about most books, but it has definitely been the most life-changing book I've ever read. And I'll tell you why. So what I do is read a chapter about this. It's about self-image, self-belief, and all those things. Then I go into ChatGPT and I say, hey, I just finished chapter 9 about this in this book. Can you give me a journaling prompt so I can help better understand that? And I have my journal right here. And I'll kind of write like, whatever, chapter 8, it's about this. And then ChatGPT will give me things to reflect on so I can actually apply those kind of things to my own life. So it's been extremely valuable. If you haven't read this book, whatever book you're reading now, throw that away and grab this one because it's super, super cool. And make sure you're journaling about your books. If you're like me, you're a bit special sometimes and just don't remember things that you read. So every time I read a chapter in a book, I'll try and journal about something in it so I can actually apply it to my own life. I just bought this new pen that was $30. It's a Porsche pen and it's pretty sick. Cause hell yeah, why not? And I like journaling a bit more now. I'm more motivated to journal about my books and stuff because that. So yeah, the main thing about this is creating the new version of yourself. You need to, I think journaling is the best way to do this. You need to create this new identity, create this new version of yourself. Like I said earlier, I kind of think I'm Batman sometimes, but I'm being serious. Like, you need to write. I write Zach 2.0 does this. He's like this. He attracts this. He's this type of guy. He's a winner. Blah, blah, blah. Do all these things because it's so important. The third final habit of the young killer, the young machine, is you need to genuinely stop caring about what's going on around you, what other people say, and you need to guide your own life. You need to be the main character of your own life. So it's a bit cliche about saying stop caring what other people think. I'm not saying completely disregard that. I think some people go a bit too far. Because if you're being honest with yourself, like, if I completely stopped caring what other people think, I'd probably be fat or something. Because, you know, I gotta just have huge arms so people think I'm cool. But anyway, the main thing is you need to guide your own life. Do what you want to do. If you want to get 4 girlfriends and move to Thailand and get an arm sleeve of tattoos and start taking steroids and make a bunch of money, you do that because that's you. You need to think of your life as a movie. You're like the main character in your own movie. A lot of people, they're acting like side characters. They go to school and they listen to their teacher and then they listen to their parents and then they go get a job and listen to their boss, and their entire life is built around what other people are telling them to do or what other people want them to do. I'm not saying don't listen to people, but you just need to really almost be selfish in a way and make yourself your first priority in your life because that's how it should be. So what you need to do more hell yeah activities, drink an entire bottle of whiskey, wake up at 6 a.m. the next day, run 20 miles, do some crazy stuff, keep learning from people you want to be like, stop listening to those you don't want to be like, and most importantly, be the main character of your own life. Stop letting the outside world dictate what you do. You need to guide yourself and carve your own path. And I hope you take action on this. I bought this book on Amazon. You can get it as a PDF for free somewhere, I'm sure, but most valuable book I've ever read, 100%. So go read that and take care.